Oh, look, it's orange!
Hello, everybody!
Oh, I love it. Oh.
My name is Kuuribro, and I'm here with a friend who has wanted me to play MGS3 with her.
It's so good.
Because it's just one of those things with a person where it's just like, I don't think you'd be excited about anything. But when you find one of the 2 or 3 things, and she's just like, she's dedicated her life to it.
Yeah, I'm not actually dead inside. I like snake eating.
Okay, so how exactly did you want to do this? Do you want to just play through the game and show me, or do you want me to play?
No, you can play it and I'll yell at you. When you do something wrong, I'll be like, no, get the snake! Get the snake! That's gonna be the whole game. Eat the frog! Don't eat the frog! Don't eat the fucking frog!
Right, that sounds right. Backseat gaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way to game.
No!
See,
my dad knows nothing about gaming, and I swear to God, like, I'll just be playing, he's like, you have to go around from the back. Like, you gotta run over there. I'm like, Dad, you've never played a video game in your whole life. Insane.
So,
pick the last one.
But this is actually the first time in my entire life. This option seems custom fit for me.
No, but then you don't get your swag. You get swag if you pick the last one.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, normal mode.
Yes, of course I'm
You
doing
didn't even
normal
look at
mode.
the other modes?
I saw easy, very easy, and 3 or 4 probably colorfully named options above normal.
European.
The world was split into 2, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold
Only a
War.
little bit, because it does pick up on the mic. It's gotta stay quiet while we do this.
Well, I gotta hear.
You know it all by heart.
That's true, I do. So educational, you learn about the Cold War.
Oh, this is
Peace Walker, you
this is
learn
great. We can actually just get it right up here. This is so much better than my last setup. I reorganized my living room, and now the mic isn't perfully in between me and the TV.
TV's like 8 miles away.
It's actually about the same. This might be closer than it was.
Just I have a giant blurry TV with 1 dead pixel. It's beautiful looking at it with no dead pixel in the dead center of the screen. It's in the center of the screen, too.
Oh.
So it'll be like right over someone's pupil, and it's like...
Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Soviet airspace? No!
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute. All right. You ready to go? Drop zone still showing a high pressure.
Redhead, the best. Should I get a notebook?
Yeah, I got a notebook of all the people that I've labeled the best. He's not the best. He's... fine.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
The
Put on
best.
Your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Panty waste. Why I oughta.
See, I'm really glad in this game they dropped the bad Russian accents.
10 minutes to drop
In the
off.
second one, it was like, everything was like, and you couldn't understand a thing they were saying. And it was really bad. And now they just drop it and just make them talk like, you know.
So I'm very excited to get into my first hours-long debate on war and politics and nothing at all to do with games, as I've heard these are, and philosophical waning.
People think that they're I don't know, like, people are like, no, they're a deep mystery about philosophy and the nature of war. I'm like, okay, he spits bees at you. Like, I don't know.
Countered. Spits bees.
It's beautiful.
External temperature
Tragically
minus
beautiful.
46 degrees Celsius.
Good God!
Minutes to drop off. Stand up.
That's like, that's freezing.
That's because they're in the air.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
1 minute to
It's
drop
cold up in space. It's a halo jump.
Is one for the history.
High altitude, low opening.
First Halo jump.
I learned that from this game.
No, not a cigar.
drop off. Stand by.
So they're gonna take it with him. Smoke on the way down.
It came back to him. It really loved him. And he was just like,
He
step
has
on
more.
it.
He has more.
Okay,
You
good.
can smoke them. It depletes your health really, really fast.
Yeah, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid, but I spend time on the internet, so it's impossible for me to have not learned a handful of things
And you're
about
friends
them.
with me. And there's this guy. God, did you see his flame suit is ripped, man? And like, oh my god. Then he runs around with a flamethrower. And then there's another person. It's great.
I was just watching Snake pull off a whole bunch of unnecessary somersaults.
I honestly don't know if it's accurate or not for Halo jumps.
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light. For
Favorite thing about this game, they call him Jack for like 3 hours, and then they just like switch over Tyler like, hey
The future
John.
of our Fox unit depends on it.
Like,
If it succeeds, we'll
They
be
just
I thought-
straight up switch it.
I thought Jack was supposed to be
It is.
Raiden.
Sounds like some
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a
It
training
is.
opera.
Right.
They're not the same person, I promise you. They're not the same person. That's for damn sure.
just gonna put up a ... when that comes up.
Certain Soviet scientists requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-7
Man, those Russian names.
Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research
Not that
facilities,
bad.
and the East's foremost
I don't know.
expert on weapons
It's no
development.
John Smith.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
I'm sure you can handle
On
Sokolov.
April the 12th,
I actually knew a guy named
1961,
Nikolai.
the Soviets achieved the first manned
Everybody
space
knows
flight
Nikolai
in
because
history.
Tesla, right?
Yeah.
But and then there was this weird middle word, and then Sokolov.
Well spoken.
Stepanovich?
The rocket that
Yes.
They're all
carried
Ovich.
Gagarin to
Steln
orbit
Vakovich.
was the A1, known as the Vostok rocket.
Because the, I don't know.
Sokolov is said to be the man most
Then there's a
responsible
guy
for the
whose
multi-engine
entire
class
purpose is to
U.
make fun of Raiden in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So his middle name is
After
Raidenovich.
Gagarin's flight,
Which doesn't make sense 'cause
Sokolov
it's the
left
60s.
development, become the head of
But
the newly established
we roll with it.
Okay then.
We roll with it because it was
From a
funny.
lowly technician to
I
head
thought
of
it was
the
funny.
design bureau. That's quite a
You'll
success
decide.
story. So why do you want to defect?
You'll decide if the
He
thong
does-
is funny.
I'm afraid-
I loved the thong. I thought it was a nice touch.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at
Under crisis of conscience.
his voice
And for
because
that,
this is the voice I've heard everybody making an impression, and I thought that they were just exaggerating it to be bad.
His family was also
Every impression of Snake ever on the internet is just
the mole
this
to
like,
get the family out first,
so who was
succeeded
he?
in
What was his
sneaking
name?
Sokolov over the
And it's
bird
just like, yes,
shortly afterwards.
that's apparently legit.
That's what he sounds like, and it's lovely. It's gruff and mysterious.
side was still full of holes.
I can't hear anything except Ego Raptor when I hear that voice.
Because people got really, really pissed when they switched his voice actor in the fifth one.
Into a hospital.
Because they made him Kiefer Sutherland, right?
2
Yeah.
weeks and more than
Which
60
I loved.
miles
I thought it
to
was
get from
great.
the research facility
Because he needs to have an
in
in-between.
Berlin.
When he comes back and he's all old.
What about what about
Yes.
Metal Gear 4 when he sound is
Yeah,
he
he
the
has
same
a
guy?
different voice
We
actor
had
entirely.
something
Okay.
bigger on our hands.
But that's justified.
The cube.
Because if he was an old man walking
Yeah,
around with
he's
like,
like-
this grandpa mustache and still sounding like this.
President
Oh, no,
Kennedy
no. Solid
was
Snake still has the same voice
in the
actor.
process of deploying
I mean, when he comes back. This isn't Solid Snake. This is Naked Snake,
right.
right? His clone dad?
Right.
the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching
Cuban Missile Crisis. You
But the
remember
Soviets
this?
Didn't back down.
I remember of it.
Their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end
You got a problem with the Cuban Missile Crisis?
I never fell asleep in class, but if they taught us about the Cuban Missile Crisis, I just
The
might
Cuban
have.
Missile Crisis is one of the most exciting moments in history.
Yeah,
There's
but I've
not
already-
there's not a lot of exciting things about the Cold War, but this is one of them. It was very exciting.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Fair.
sure it would have been very scary to be there.
Yeah, it would have been terrifying to be there, but after the fact, it's just like, wow, we sure did avoid nuclear disaster. What else is on?
What did the Russians really want?
They talk about the Cuban Missile Crisis like all the time in Peace Walker. Wow. These games tend to have very obvious
Cuba just to get
themes.
their hands on Sokolov?
This one isn't quite as bad, but Peace Walker is just like
What the hell was he
the
working on?
nuclear deterrence theory.
Which one is Peace Walker? Was that a standalone? Or?
It's the sequel to. No, there was one in between it, but there was this one, and there's another one that nobody liked, and then there's Peace Walker, which is flawless.
The next
and
day,
the
I got Sokolov out of the
But not
hospital.
4. Peace Walker isn't 4.
No.
Okay.
Sokolov
Like in the timeline, this one's in the 60s, Peace Walker's in the 70s, and then Phantom Pain is in the 80s.
Okay.
And then like the ones with Solid Snake are in
some
like
new information
20.
from one of our moles.
about Sokolov.
Ish.
Yes. He was taken
Cool.
back
Modern
to the research
era.
facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision.
And then her vengeance is just off in its
What's
own
more,
little
it's on the verge
little
of
world.
completion.
Its own little
So
hack
what
and
kind of
slash
weapon
world.
is it?
Yeah.
Something
I love
to do
you,
with
Platinum.
space rockets.
It was so fun. I had so much fun playing it. It's so
Like
stupid, but I
technology.
loved it. It was surprisingly
Yes, you're
deep.
right.
That's exactly how everybody feels about Bayonetta 2. Is it's just
Yeah.
like, this is just stupid, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yes!
That's why I don't like when people take these games too seriously, because I'm like, okay, he's spitting bees at you. You need to keep in mind that he is spitting bees at you. So don't get too like, oh yes, the deep comment. It's a commentary on people's inner upset and turmoil. That's their bees. And then when they get mad at you, it's them spitting their bullet bees at you.
Okay, so they can probably do that with this type of game. And that's just like, okay, your arguments are weird and stupid, but I can at least kind of see it. With Bayonetta, when people want to do like their commentaries, it's tough to rebuke that easily, because exactly what you point out as the "come on" is what they're complaining about. Like 2 games in a row started off with a cutscene where she just gets naked and shows off, and she's an unstoppable witch, and this is who you control. And then that's obviously what they complain about, because they don't like naked. And it's like, well, fuck. We just have a difference of opinion here.
I don't, like, this game just has good naked. I don't know, I just never seen anyone having a problem with Eva's cleavage. It's just, it's so her boobs are so different from Quiet's boobs. Quiet has sad boobs, Eva has happy boobs. It's just, I can't explain why it feels different, but it does.
Sad boobs, happy boobs.
Like, I don't, what's that one? Snake eyes!
Oh.
So you get to look around and everything is green.
Nice.
Sometimes you can secretly press R1, even when it won't tell you to, and then you can see Snake cry.
What?
It's so sad, it's all blurry at the end. It's at the very end.
Spoilers.
Well, spoilers, he cries. That's the worst spoiler ever.
Ah, may as well not even play it anymore.
Oh, do it, R1. Nice.
But I wanted to see the falling. This is just clouds.
Well, I know, but don't you want to feel like you're there? Like, take your iPhone, take a picture.
So, are we just the voices in Snake's head? Is that how this is gonna go?
No, you are Snake.
I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less.
You
than
think
during
Sokolov's
parachute
up to
jump,
it?
and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
It's not gonna stop being
Planning on
funny.
Going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a
So, by the way, he says the A vowel.
If all goes well, it should take more than a
Tanks.
few hours.
You'll get used to it.
But if anything goes wrong,
Dinner.
you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Ooh, sly little smile there. Are they banging in the broom closet?
Hmm?
What was that sly little smile there?
No. You need to talk to her to save your game. So
Ah.
get used to hearing about movies. Snake, have you seen Godzilla?
I want to see every line of dialogue everybody possibly says, so we can make
That's
fun of it.
100% what I do in this game. I'm just like, I call her like every 2 seconds. I'm like, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
In the playthrough I watched of Revengeance, it was like that. It's like they would go through an episode or 2 of just gameplay, and then there'd be like a 30-minute block of just everything we missed.
I did not. I only talked to Boris in Revenge because I love Boris. Uncle Boris is like my favorite.
I don't know, Dog was pretty good.
What?
The wolf dog? Like
Oh, the
robot
wolf dog thing, yeah. He was cute. I demand dogs in every game.
Nobody's around. I have to pull off this stuff all badass.
No, I love it, because they're like, you must not leave any trace here. If they know you're here, everything will be bad. And he just takes off his helmet named US Army, just over the shoulder. Like, look how cute he is, though.
I'm not seeing cute. I'm seeing serious and intense.
I'm not. Like, I'm just seeing, like, this, like, adorable child. I'm like, oh my god. Doesn't even have a bandana. Doesn't have an eye patch. Look at him. He's a baby.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
What, Jack?
Snake.
Or John?
Well, you don't like
I don't
snake?
even know anymore.
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
Is this the first time you even got the
I had
name
ordered
Snake?
one in a restaurant, but
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
what about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a
The sheer amount of Bowie references in this game is outrageous. I mean, that's not actually a Bowie reference, but it is, but it isn't. He pretends it's not. He's like, oh, it's from a movie. Yeah. And I'm like,
in other words, weapons and equipment
ground
to procure on
control
site.
for me.
That
I don't
goes
even know
for
how the
food
song
as well.
goes. I just
You're
know it is.
completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt.
I don't know why I saw the word
Also
beer
find
in
some
that
medical supplies
sentence.
in your backpack.
Yeah.
I even
You
double.
got beer and a tranquilizer.
I even double checked it. I'm like, no, there's no double E or R or anything.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then.
Ready for a tutorial mission?
No.
Go get the
I can see it
backpack.
from here.
Climb the
It's
tree.
stuck on a branch.
How am I supposed to get it?
Oh,
It's like 10 feet off the
Oh.
ground.
Climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy, and press the action button.
Major Tom, what is this
I'll be
green
monitoring
growth?
Your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.8.
don't worry, you don't need to remember it.
I'll give you a call if I need to talk.
It'll
If you
remember
need
it.
to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
I don't even know what's in that case. I might be irreparably damaging the software CD. Okay, so we have gameplay.
Woo!
Look at that run cycle.
All right,
I love it.
ready
Oh,
to
I'm
learn
on
some
a tree.
buttons? Press the X button.
Yeah.
Woo! Press the
Action
X button
roll.
while standing still. Nice. Now you can crawl into the grass.
His legs look so noodly.
See that little thing up there? There's your camo index.
Ah, I'm at 80% camo
So
index.
80%, they're probably not going to see you unless they're like right there.
75,
Yeah, depends if you're
55, 60.
See, now you're in shitty grass. Now they'll see you in like 2 seconds.
You sure? I've still got a 10%. They might miss me.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so what direction was this stinking backpack?
I don't know. That's for you to decide.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Find a tree that has a ladder slapped on it. Look at that.
Excuse me, this is Ivy? That's what Major Tom told me.
Oh, sorry.
So, I don't know PlayStation buttons. I'm just gonna hit buttons
Oh,
until it
yeah,
does
I guess
what it
you
wants.
don't. God, I forget what to press. Yeah, there we go. You got it.
I thought I was jumping off.
Apparently not.
So don't get too trigger happy with it. This durability is shown in the icon.
I'm going to fire off
Weapons,
5 rounds as soon
beyond
as you
what
are
you're
done
carrying
speaking.
now, You'll have to know weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and
Are
not
is he
allowed to
implying?
I'm not allowed to poop.
No?
International conventions of warfare. There
In a
aren't
bag
supposed
and
to be
send it up.
American soldiers in Russia. This is a stealth.
The post tries is it, and then like
Or a
the first time I played this, I just like walked right out and was like, whoop! They all see me.
If you're captured.
Stealth
The military
mission.
and U.S. government will deny any involvement in the affair. You've been given a fake death pill. For
A
that
fake
purpose.
death?
A fake death
SAS
pill.
guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take
I
it
do
when
not
you
think cyanide will
How
fake your
generous.
death. I think that kills you.
So, how do I come back to life?
need. Just take the revival pill.
This has
You mean
bothered
that
me
thing
for
you put in my
years.
tooth before the mission?
You know,
That's
you
the one.
put someone in the
Be
fake
careful.
death. How can he take
If
the
you remain
revival
in a
pill
state
if
of
he is
false
in a
death for
fake
too
death?
long, nothing will be
Yeah.
able to bring you
I
back.
do not understand.
I was just about to say that. Just like, okay, so I'm dead.
You said
How
this
do I
was
take the pill?
Right.
You get the player to do it. Duh.
reinforcements.
It's true. You press R2 and you scroll down.
Entirely in your hands. For there's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost
Okay, so this part's actually
First
important.
member of the support
This is the
team will be in
base.
charge of
Oh,
monitoring
hearing.
your physical condition,
Oh my
acting
God.
as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Say hi.
She?
Hello.
Hello, Snake.
Oh, she did.
Nice to meet you.
Woo!
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
That's why they call him John later on.
the battlefield.
Huh?
That's why they call him John.
No one
You said they
has a name.
switched to John.
No, his name is actually John.
Oh.
Like his actual name.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to,
You
Snake.
call this radio frequency.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
Yeah, see, this is starting to come
That's
up. I have to
right.
turn it down a bit.
It's me.
No.
See? Look at that.
No,
Those
but
are
then
gonna...
I can't hear it.
Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years.
You can still hear it.
72 days and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I
Good.
know all
Yeah, this is
about you.
better.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be.
Can you tell
Having
that's the theme
personal
of the
feelings
game?
about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Oh.
And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
I know that
Is
one.
that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top.
You
secret
never
mission.
loved me!
A soldier has to
Ah!
follow whatever orders he's
It's so
given.
sad.
It's not his place to question.
She was
why.
basically his
But you
mom.
were born for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool.
Oh, hey,
nothing more.
camera.
Yeah, you can like move like 3 inches to the left.
Right and wrong. Have
You can look
no
at more
place
pictures of
in
her if
his
you want.
mission. He has no enemies.
Ah,
no enemies.
cool.
Only the mission. You follow.
These
the
are your
orders
personal
you're
data.
given.
The boss.
That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever
Sex,
I have to
female,
get
age
the job
unknown,
done.
nationality
I
USA,
don't think about politics.
birthplace unknown,
That's
birth
not the
date
same
unknown,
thing.
address unknown.
Sooner or later,
Damn.
your conscience is
Yeah.
going to call
Can't
you.
sign her up for Girl Scout
Then
cookies.
You have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who
Okay, so I
pick
know
the
I was
leaders.
signing up for long speeches when I started this game, but this is already
People's
starting to
values
get like,
change over time,
come on.
And so do the leaders of a country.
Because you're not
So there's
taking
no
it to
such thing
heart.
in absolute terms.
The ending
Enemies we fight
cutscene
are only
of
enemies in
Guns of the
warranty
Patriots,
terms,
the fourth
constantly
one,
Yeah.
changing with
it
the
is
times.
well over an hour.
I know.
And I
I've
had
heard
to
that.
pee, right? And I was like, I didn't realize that I could pause cutscenes at the time. So I was sitting there and I'm like, okay.
And that's
Like I
the
can
way
do
a
this.
soldier's
I can
supposed
do
to
this.
think.
And I'm waiting there.
The only thing we can believe
So I missed half of it because I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore.
is the mission.
And there was another time I finished the second
Do me a
game
favor.
and I was like, I have to go to work.
Call me Snake.
Like I just
Alright.
finished like this boss
Your
battle
codename
and
is
now I have to go to
Snake.
work.
It
And
suits you.
I had
well.
to replay it.
That's right.
Because it was so long. It was 45 minutes. And it wasn't even the ending. It was just a cutscene in between two battles.
Wow.
Yeah.
To an end and save the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero.
And it was really
backing
boring
you
too.
up,
I
you'll
didn't
be
understand what
fine.
was going on.
Isn't that right, Snake?
That always sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
Aww.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive?
Oh.
You are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival.
We're coming
is
up on
limited.
30 minutes here. Is this gonna end in the next 2 minutes?
I
No.
taught you are short.
No, God no.
CQC, close quarters combat.
Teaching
huh?
about
I've
CQC,
been
listen
doing
up.
this for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
You've been in the Green Berets for how many years, and this is your first survival mission?
Boss is
Hey,
communicating with us
he
by
is in a
radio
jungle.
on board a permit
Big difference
class
between being in a
submarine
jungle and
the
being in a
Arctic
building.
Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
It's a stealth mission. They didn't say.
I don't
I
believe
didn't know
it.
that. I didn't hear that before.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Take out your knife real slow like.
Oh God! Did I ever show you? Did I show you Vamp's crotch knife in the fourth one?
No, you told me about it.
Oh my God! Oh my God! He pulls it out that slowly, but it's like it's right there, like it's hanging off his belt buckle in the middle, and he just pulls it out and then he licks it, and I'm like, and my dad was in the room, and I'm like, no, Dad, don't look, don't look.
That's his penis innuendo.
It was bad.
All right, so we're at 30 minutes, and I think that's probably a good amount of time for these. So, thanks for hanging out with us for 15 minutes of cutscenes and
But
grabbing a
nothing
backpack.
happened.
I'll see you guys.
You can finish the rest of the mission in like 5 minutes. It's
Nah,
really short. Come on, it's really short.
fine. You're promising 5 minutes?
No, I'm not at all. It's
Okay, then
probably
we'll
gonna take
see.
an hour.
Then we'll see you guys in the next video. All right.
Because if you call the boss again.
Next time on show when we actually start playing the game. Say bye.
Bye.
This is so much easier than actually walking around. Why would anybody do anything? Oh my god, it keeps veering to the right. I can't catch.
Oh.